Week 3 of English 101. This week we're going to discuss thesis statements. I hope you find this little lesson helpful. I really do want you to go through this week's lesson in its entirety, slowly and carefully. One of the things I feel like you should know is that I do check to see how long you have been going through each lesson. Of course, the fact that you're listening to this recording tells me that you have been spending some time on the course, which I truly appreciate. So let's start with the week's lesson. I'm not going to re-explain what's already explained, but one of the things that I want you to notice is this, the GPS. Now let's think of a GPS. I use it all the time because I get lost all the time. And so I have to use my GPS to figure out how I'm going to get to one location to the other. Well, a thesis statement is like a GPS because it tells the reader your plan with the essay. Always think of it this way. You are not a mystery writer. You are a lawyer. You're telling people up front what you plan to prove in your essay. So let's go to the next slide. So the essay's GPS is otherwise known as the thesis statement. Like I said, it's the GPS or roadmap of a thesis statement. Now let's look at the components. In this course, you're going to, in that one sentence thesis statement, and I love this funnel right here because the thesis statement is at the end of the introduction. You start with a general point and then you move slowly to that specific thesis statement, which is at the bottom of your opening paragraph. So the thesis statement has your topic, what you're going to discuss, your argument, what persuasive point you're going to make about that topic, and in this course, you are going to include an essay map, which tells me the 3 topics that you're going to discuss within your essay. For example, students should be able to wear whatever they want in schools because it allows them creativity, it makes learning fun, and it shows their individual personalities. I just made that up off the top of my head, but let's look at the topic. School uniforms versus dressing however you want. Students should be able to dress however they want, and here are the 3 reasons why. Do not want that. Let's look at the next slide. So this just explains some of the rules for a thesis statement, and I agree with these points. A thesis statement is always a single sentence. It says here always, always, always. However, I do want to point out that when you write a really long essay, for example, a dissertation or a, let's say, 25-page essay, there may be instances where you have to write a 2-sentence thesis statement, and that will be explained by your professor. But generally, you will never have an issue if you make that thesis a single sentence, and in most of your courses, that's how it will be written. It's the last sentence of the opening paragraph. A thesis statement is never a question, okay? It's always a statement. A thesis statement should be parallel. Each point within the thesis statement should have the same closing. For example, burning calories, reducing stress, and creating enjoyable alone time. So you don't want to say something burns calories, reducing stress, and created. Do you see? Everything has to be parallel to each other. So here I just want you to practice a little bit, and this explains how the thesis statement works into a 5-paragraph essay. So remember, 5-paragraph essays, introduction, thesis statement, 3 points that you're going to discuss in your essay, then 3 paragraphs that relate to those 3 points, and then a conclusion. All right. So these just are some areas that you're going to be discussing in terms of grammar, but let's go ahead and go into the activities. So first, and please ignore my dog. Okay, so first you're going to take a little quiz about thesis statements and 5 paragraph essays. So remember, thesis statements have topic, persuasive point, and 3 point essay map. And then you're going to have the 5, and I'm laughing because my dog, the mailman's coming, so she's kind of freaking out right now, but I don't want to start over again. Then you're going to explain the 5 components of an essay. And I'm giving you the answer right now, okay? Introduction, 3 paragraph body paragraphs, and then your conclusion. So this week, you're going to discuss your thesis statement and topic sentences. So remember last week when you discussed another topic, something that you'll be discussing through the assignments area and kind of showing brainstorming and so on and so forth. The week 2 topic that you discussed will be the assignment that you are creating through the assignments area of the classroom. You're going to be uploading Word documents through the assignments area of the classroom. Here, in your forum or discussion area of the classroom, you're going to discuss with the class another topic, something different than what you are uploading through the assignments area of the classroom. So these are the topics that I want you to discuss in the discussion area of the classroom. The reason why is because I want to be able to tell the difference between what you're discussing in assignments and what you're discussing in your discussions. All right? So what you're going to be doing in the discussion area of the classroom will be very similar to what you're doing in assignments, okay? Also, I want to point out that when I respond, I'm going to respond to your suggestions to your classes, to your classmates. So really put some thought into there. Don't just offer compliments. Instead, do a little bit more to give them critical feedback, something that's going to help them in the future. All right, that's what I'm really going to be looking at. And remember, your responses are 50% of your grade. So let's go back to content. So then you're going to be you're going to upload to the classroom, to your assignments, the similar thing, and that will be your thesis statement, your 3 body topic sentences. And remember, I would like to have a transition. So, for example, let's go back to the uniform discussion again. You would start with, one reason why students should not have to wear uniforms is blah, blah, blah. And then the next topic sentence, another reason why students should not wear. And then finally, the reason why students should not wear, or whatever. Change the wording around, but you want to bring your readers back to the thesis statement, and then you want to let them know where you are, what location you are in your body paragraphs. All right, so that's it for this week's lesson. I hope you enjoy the assignments and the discussions. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'm here for you, and I know some of this might be a little confusing, so ask me. I will be more than happy to try to explain things a little further for you. Have a terrific week.